Hi everybody, how are you? My name is Dimitri Giankoulas. This is Jessica Silver. We're here from Pure Motivation Fitness. Today we want to give you a different little video clip. Instead of showing you something that's training based or nutritional based, that's kind of the regular norm, we wanted to talk about something totally different, share a little bit of Jess's story with you. And Jess is probably one of the most dominant clients that truly represents our tagline. Our tagline is attitude is everything. So we're going to find out a little bit about Jess's story, explain to you how we work with her training program, and for any of you people that are either suffering from any anxiety, depression, weight issues, anything at all when it comes to health and fitness. Yeah, she said motivation issues, you heard that there. At the end, attitude is everything, all right?
Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm a registered kinesiologist with Pure Motivation Fitness. I've been working with Jessica Silver for the past 3 years. Jessica Silver has a very unique condition. It's called cerebral palsy, and specifically spastic diplegia, which affects contralateral limbs, in her case her left arm and her right leg. She also has a severe case of scoliosis. My major goal is to, or has been a major goal for the past 3 years working with her, has been to increase her functionality as a human being, certain things that we take advantage of, and primarily and ultimately to increase her quality of life. So I've been doing that with various exercises and also adapting and making certain exercises very innovative and just continuously to progress forward. So as being the head consultant and kinesiologist here at Pure Motivation Fitness, I primarily deal with all initial assessments of clients, and I've seen clients with various conditions and chronic conditions, previous injuries, etc., making programming a little bit difficult or just taking a little bit more time to develop a program designed to one of the trainers we work with here. Jessica had a condition, or has a condition that I found probably one of the most difficult to work with, hence why I specifically want to take her on as a client. I do have a background in regards to the conditions that she does have, hence why I want to take her on. Being in the gym industry for about 7 years, I've never seen a fitness club be able to take on a client of this nature so freely, and the entire staff supporting her. It's probably one of the best places I've ever seen having to take on a client like this. So dealing with Jessica's condition, cerebral palsy, she has something specifically called spasticity within the muscles. Basically, it's when muscles are very hypertonic, which means that there's a lot of signals coming from the brain, consistently keeping the muscle tight and spastic. Therefore, flexibility and other mobility style exercises are very, very important. Also using stimulation machines to quickly stimulate the muscle and relax it, promote more blood flow there, so that she can end up doing a lot of certain very functional movements that are going to increase her quality of life. But if stretching and releasing your muscles and relaxing them aren't put into the actual program, there's no way that she can actually do those more advanced exercises, which these things have taken time, and there has been a lot of progression within this.
I first heard about PMF 7 years ago when my mom called Dimitri from a flyer that we got in the mail when he was first doing in-home training with his wife Francesca, and I, as always, was seeking a fitness regimen that I could incorporate into stuff I was already doing, because I felt like all the physiotherapy and conventional therapies that I was doing prior to starting with Dimitri wasn't really giving me what I wanted, and so I was looking for a gym that I could come to where I could exercise and get stronger and achieve flexibility and independence, but not feel like I'm disabled and I'm different, just feel like everyone else coming to a gym. When asked about what challenges I face daily, it's very hard to narrow down because my life is a journey of challenges. Being born with this condition, I've had to learn about how I can lead a normal life having a physical condition like cerebral palsy. And literally everything is a challenge for me, from when I wake up in the morning and have to get out of bed to getting up and actually doing an exercise. The actual movement of standing up is a challenge because I can't do that completely unassisted right now. So when people ask me what challenges I face daily and they complain about certain challenges or things that they find difficult, I sometimes find it hard not to laugh, because I know that if I had the full functionality of a completely able-bodied individual, I would be running and deadlifting I don't know how much weight and be in the gym every single day. But there are people who are completely able and are too lazy to get into the gym because they're making an excuse and saying that they don't have the time. You have the time as long as you have the motivation to do it. And I hope that me coming to PMF, not that I'm trying to be a selling point, but I hope that me coming to PMF and showing people that you are able to make progress if you set your mind to things and no barriers too big to break, people will realize that no challenge is a challenge they can't break. Working with Daniel and other fitness professionals has helped me to increase my functionality and confidence and to build strength. And it's been a completely different journey from what I've been used to growing up with cerebral palsy, because I've had to go to various different professionals like neurologists and physiotherapists and conventional MDs who have told me that I won't be able to do anything. I have cerebral palsy and I won't be able to walk, so I just need to come to terms with that fact. And that was very difficult for me to come to terms with because I'm the type of person who has unmatched drive and I never allow anything that anybody tells me to get in my way of doing things, and I'm a perfectionist, so that would really frustrate me. And working with Daniel has been a complete 360 from that, because he's shown me that literally no barrier is impossible to break as long as we are creative and innovative and put our minds together and have the patience to work with the challenges that we do have in order to make them, turn them into feasible and attainable goals. And he's over and over and over told me that my goals need to be smart, realistic, and attainable, and he's surely taught me that. When I think about how my training at PMF has evolved, it's difficult to actually put into words because there were things that I'm doing now that I couldn't have dreamed that I'd be able to do and superset with. For example, one of them being the hip abductions and sidestepping, shuffling with ankle weights on my legs, as you have seen before in the clip prior to my interview. That was impossible for me to do because when I first started, the training was being done in home and we were doing conventional sort of stretching and movements that weren't compound movements because I didn't have the strength and ability to coordinate and put everything together and isolate certain muscles. And now I'm working out in the gym and I'm able to isolate specific muscles, like for example doing the squats and the walks with the ankle weights, which before I wasn't able to do at all because those muscles were completely dormant and I didn't know how to activate them without my entire posterior or lower body, for those of you non-medical professionals, activating. Now I can completely isolate my lower body from my upper body. When I say PMF is my home, I mean that when I come here, I literally feel like I'm just like everyone else, coming to work out and give every training session my all. And when I say my all, I mean 1,000%, because I never do things to just be 99 or 100%. I always want to go above and beyond what I'm capable of doing. And in fact, Daniel and I have had our share of friendly arguments, having to suppress my desire to continually progress, because he's had to teach me that that progress for somebody in my condition comes slower than I would perhaps like it. And for me, PMF is literally the place that I can come to that's outside of all adversity, because everyone here is so awesome and I just feel like I'm 100% capable of doing anything that I set my mind to do, because Daniel showed me that no barrier is a barrier as long as you have the patience and motivation and energy to go about learning how to challenge it, you will be able to challenge it. My message to viewers watching this video and anybody out there who's thinking about maybe starting to work out or making decisions to improve their quality of life would be to, I don't want you to look at this video and think, oh, I'm pitting this girl who's in a wheelchair and trying to motivate me. Instead, I would want you to reassess your ideas of what it would mean to be active and doing things in your life, and think about things that you take for granted every day in order to maybe see how you can make that change in your personal life to realize, you know, I'm taking for granted the fact that I can get in my car and drive every day, but there are people out there like Jess Silver, for example, who have a physical challenge and whose physical challenge don't allow them to do that. So instead of looking at this video as pity, I would want it more to be a way to kind of redefine people's ideas of what it means to be fit and what it means to be motivated and want to make a change in your life. And for me, attitude is everything, meaning that if you have the right attitude and you put your mind towards doing something and you have the desire to do it, you will find a way to do it. So instead of contemplating how you're going to do it and think about how difficult it is, you just got to do it. And that makes me really think about those times when I see people on the treadmill complaining about maybe their leg being sore or an injury, and I think about how much I would love to run on the treadmill, but I can't because of my physical condition. So that, to me, is kind of a moment where I think, you know, I need to be more motivated in order to learn how to do more things so I can build up my confidence and strength in order to be able to do something like that.
So in closing, we just have a few little things to remind you guys of. Whenever you're feeling that you have that negative doubt or that little voice inside your mind that's saying, I can't do it today, I can't start today, I don't know if I got the energy today, think of Jess Silver's guns, okay? Think of the 3 words, attitude is everything, and remember that whatever you want to achieve in life can be done by having the right attitude. So thanks for watching. Thank you, Jess, for sharing your story with us. Thank you, Dan, for giving us some info of how you work with Jess, and I hope you enjoy it.